how easy it is to settle for almost. Almost a relationship you wanted, almost a career you dreamed of, almost feeling happy, almost becoming the person you know you're capable of being. The problem is, almost feels close enough that we convince ourselves that it's okay. We tell ourselves, maybe this is just how life is, or maybe I'm expecting for too much. But here's the thing, sometimes the biggest thing standing between you and the life you want is what you're willing to keep accepting. Hey guys, if you are new here, hi and welcome. My name is Dana, and on this channel, you and I are going to talk about motivation and personal growth. And if you enjoy the content that's on my channel, make sure to follow and subscribe. So today, I want to talk about why it is so important to stop settling for almost. Because your life is way too valuable to spend it living halfway. Let's start with relationships. Do you have someone in your life who gives you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never enough to make you feel secure? They text sometimes, they make plans sometimes, they are affectionate sometimes, they are available when it's convenient. And before you know it, you've spent months, maybe even years, hoping that almost eventually turns into everything you wanted. But healthy relationships don't leave you constantly wondering where you stand. The right person won't make you chase consistency. They will bring it naturally. And the same goes for friendships. If you're always the one checking in, always making the plans, always putting in effort, ask yourself if you're accepting almost. Because real friendships feel mutual. Now let's talk about your career. So many people stay in jobs they do not enjoy because they're comfortable. Now, there's nothing wrong with stability, but there is a difference between building stability and giving up on your potential. Maybe you're staying somewhere that no longer challenges you. Maybe you've convinced yourself that this is good enough. But just imagine where you could be a year from now if you started learning a new skill, applied for the position you actually wanted, or finally started that business idea you've been thinking about. You will never know if you keep choosing comfort over growth. Now, this also applies to the relationship you have with yourself. Sometimes we accept almost from ourselves. We tell ourselves, we'll start tomorrow, we'll start working out next month. We keep making promises to ourselves, then breaking them. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. Every time you break one, your self-trust shrinks. Your relationship with yourself sets the standard for every other relationship in your life. Now, one of the biggest reasons people settle is fear. Fear of starting over, fear of being alone, fear that this is the best they'll ever find. But I want you to think about it for a second. What if the only reason you're holding on to something that's almost is because you're afraid of making room for something better? Sometimes we stay in situations simply because they are familiar, not because they're right. And familiar feels safe, but familiar doesn't always mean healthy. The moment you truly feel that you're worthy of more, you naturally stop accepting less. You stop staying where you are tolerated instead of appreciated. You stop shrinking yourself just to fit into places you've already outgrown. Because your standards aren't there to push people away. They are there to protect your peace. That doesn't mean life has to be perfect. No relationship is perfect. No job is perfect. No person is perfect. This isn't about expecting perfection. It's about recognizing the difference between something that's growing and something that keeps you stuck. Imagine your future self looking back at the decisions you're making today. Would your future self thank you for settling? Or would they thank you for finally choosing yourself? Every decision you make is shaping the life you're going to wake up to one day. So, do not build your life around good enough. Build your life around what truly matters to you. Now, I want to leave you with this. Starting today, stop settling and stop accepting less. Stop accepting almost the love, almost the opportunity. Stop accepting almost the life you want to live. Because every time you choose what truly aligns with you, you're telling yourself, I know my worth. And once you truly know your worth, it becomes much harder to settle for anything less. Don't spend your life chasing almost when you're capable of creating exactly what you want. So guys, now that you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you for joining me again today. If you enjoy the content that's on my channel, don't forget to subscribe and follow, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.